So I'm back to make another video. Um, so I just read a comment that someone doesn't feel like they have purpose in life. Well, if you stop and you actually think about it, obviously everybody has a purpose in life, right? I mean, if there was no purpose to life, we wouldn't be living life. We wouldn't be expected to go to college, to graduate high school, to get a career. We wouldn't be expected to do anything, really. There'd be no purpose in any of that stuff. There'd be no purpose in reading books or talking to people, having a social life. Obviously, there's a purpose, and God has a plan for everybody. You just need to figure it out. And praying is a good start. I mean, it angers me that all these Christians are like, oh, I don't have a purpose in life. I feel worthless. No. Any Christian can tell you, like, I'm new to this whole Christian community. I mean, I grew up going to church, but I never paid attention. I never learned. I didn't know any of this stuff. And even I know that everybody has a purpose in this life. And it angers me. It kind of upsets me that there are people who say, I have no purpose in life. Yes, you do. Even the people who have committed suicide had a purpose, and it wasn't to commit suicide. And I mean, being worthless, I know all about that. I feel worthless all the time because, people, like I said earlier, people don't accept me for who I am, or they don't support me in the decisions that I make, and it's really hard to get by, but I know that God believes in me and He knows I can do it because God never puts us in a situation that's too much for us to handle. And He's proved that to us time and time again. I also know that, it doesn't matter how worthless you feel. There is at least one person in the world who thinks you're amazing. Whether it's your family members, your friends, some person you just met. Hey, you never know. And you don't have to know who that person is. Somebody thinks you're amazing and they love you just for being you. And I just don't think that you should try to change their minds and don't walk out of friendships that are good. I understand that there are friendships out there that are horrible, and those are the ones you need to leave. I mean, of course, you should try to keep your friends, and you should definitely talk to people and try to change their mind, make them better for themselves, and try to make them better people. Convince them to do great things. And for the people you know who feel worthless, encourage them. Encourage them to do something great. Be there for them. Even if you're just simply lending an ear to listen, do it. Give them advice, help them get along, invite them to do activities with you. Don't let them feel worthless. Compliment them, um, call them, text them, be their friend, be there for them. For the good people in your life, keep them around. Those are the people who you want close to you. And I understand that there are people out there who have broken homes and or their family just doesn't support them like mine. My family doesn't support me. I don't let it bring me down. I make every day the best I can, and I make them smile, I make them laugh. Sometimes we fight, yeah, because we don't see eye to eye. But if we don't make the best out of every situation, it's never going to change. If we keep doing the same thing over and over that we're complaining about, it's never going to change. You need to make the change to see better results. If something isn't working, do something about it. Don't complain about it. And if it's something that you feel that you can't do, talk to someone. Talk to someone who's been in your situation. Join a group. Get a group of friends together and just have a confessional. You can just sit around and talk normal. Talk to someone you trust, someone older than you, someone who's wise. There's always some way to make a situation better. I mean, I don't know how many times I've gone to my college friends asking for help, and they were there. They prayed for me, they talked to me, they gave me advice, they helped me change, and they helped me see the light. And I'm not trying to push religion on anybody, but even if you're not a believer, you can still have friends to do that for you. I mean, there's always a way. Nothing's impossible. I read in a quote, nothing's impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And whoever said it is right. I think it was Audrey or Aubrey Hepburn or something. I don't know. But she's a wise woman, clearly. I don't really know much about her, but everything is possible. And I know it sounds really corny, but if you believe it, it's true. And you just have to have faith and listen to music that is a good influence on you. Don't listen to music that's gonna tear you down, that uses nigger all the time. That's not good music to be listening to. You really need to think about your life and keep good influences in your life. Like me, there's one person I can think in particular who I keep trying to push out of my life. He's a really good friend to me, and there are days where I'm just like, you frustrate me, I just don't want you in my life. And I need to stop that because he's the best influence in my life right now. So, I mean, we can all use time to work on stuff. But, yep, that's what I have for right now. So,